Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a Who review. I am Davros and I am a Whovian. And today I am reviewing Doctor Who, Victory of the Daleks. So this is the third episode of Series 5 where the Doctor answers the call from Winston Churchill, where he finds himself in 1941 where Churchill shows the Doctor this new invention a scientist has come up with, and of course when he does, he discovers that these Ironside tanks, or whatever they're called, are, well, they're not what they are, they're Daleks. Yes, Daleks. And of course, the Doctor at first is wondering, what's their game? What are they on about? That's it, Professor Bracewell, who invents these Daleks, or claims to. But of course, eventually the Doctor confronts these tanks and eventually points out and confirms that they are the Daleks, which is what the Dalek ship from above was hoping for, a surviving Dalek ship from the Doctor's previous encounter with them. And of course, in doing that, they then can create an experiment which makes a new batch of Daleks, all with different colours representing different ranks. And of course, when the Daleks then hold Britain under ransom because they turn all the power on, the Doctor then must let the Daleks go to save London from being bombed by the Germans. And of course the Daleks make a quick getaway, and then the Doctor also, Professor Bracewell is a robot, which is a destructive bomb, but then they manage to help him and convince him that even though his memories are false, they make him feel human. And of course the Doctor and Amy then go off onto their next adventure, where the crack appears from behind the TARDIS as they set off again. So what did I like about this one? Well, what I liked about this era is that it showed us how things other than the Doctor change, from the TARDIS rebuilding itself to the Daleks' shells changing. And yeah, I like the Daleks in this, the new lineup of Daleks with their different colours. They look bulkier and bigger and looked a bit cooler, but sadly these Daleks would be short-lived and retconned because they just didn't do so well. Or it might have cost more, might have been a matter of costs producing like all these different coloured Daleks. I don't know exactly, but it's a shame these Daleks were short-lived, but they looked awesome. I also liked Ian McNeece playing Winston Churchill. Again, he's an historical figure in Britain, and he, played the Prime Minister in the war times pretty well. I mean, yeah, I could tell it was him, but he looked close enough to Churchill, which I liked. I also liked, what's his name? Phil Peterson, who played Edwin Bracewell as well. He was an interesting character. And of course, who can forget the Daleks? Like I said, I like them already. Karen Gillan as Amy, I feel in this one kind of took a little bit of a back seat. Like, she didn't do much other than help disarm the bomb when she helps Bracewell remember, his memories, like telling him that if you fancied someone you shouldn't, and then he starts to reminisce about it. So yeah, she played an alright role in that. We also see Matt Smith. Matt Smith, this is where he fully made his rite of passage. As Stephen Moffat said, the Doctor isn't fully the Doctor until they've confronted at least one Dalek, and we eventually, not waiting for like a mid-series episode or anything like that, they thought there and then, 3 episodes in, let's have them confront the Daleks, and yeah, he confronted the Daleks, so I was happy with that. Also, we get, jets in space firing at the Daleks, Danny Boy to the Doctor, which was a vocal cameo from the episode's writer as well, Mark Gatiss, who has always cameoed himself into the show whenever he's not having a guest role or writing. In this case, he did both, wrote and guest voiced in it. Of course, Nicholas Briggs and his vocal performance as the Daleks was great as always, and how he manages to do individual Dalek voices. This whole episode had some good action in there and some good, Saturday evening thrills, and it was probably, the second best episode of that series at that time when it aired. But like Moffat said, you're not the Doctor, so you're confronted at least one Dalek, or it's a rite of passage. Sadly, we'll never see Ncuti Gatwa have a Dalek story now, which is unfortunate. But hey, maybe in expanded media he might have a Dalek story that might not be on screen or something. But anyway, back to this one. This was a fun-filled episode with good visual effects, good sets, and yeah, some sceneries like when they're meant to be outside on the roof in the war times. Looked a bit, you could tell it was in a studio, but I didn't care. I was having a ball with this one. So yeah, Doctor Who Victory of the Daleks. What am I going to rate this one? I will give the performances a 9, the writing a 9, the visuals an 8, and my personal, I'll give it an 8 because I truly enjoyed this one. So yeah, there you go. There is my review for Doctor Who Victory of the Daleks. Have you seen this one? Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description, so you can check all that out. I've been Davros the Whovian, and this has been a Who review on Doctor Who Victory of the Daleks. So, until next time, run for your life.